And then I kind of size up more or less where I want the eyebrows to be. You could also do where you want the eyes to be. Let's say you want the eyes about there. Eyes. Then you do down the middle. This way. In the middle. And then the eyebrows will be somewhere up here. And the hair would be somewhere like, I usually do this for the hair. So I know more or less where I want my hair to be. Anyway, somewhere there. I mean, that's me. I don't know. I could be wrong about it, so. But that's the way I start. And I usually like to do ladies because I like to see them with long hair. I love long hair. And then the eyebrows up here somewhere. Just kind of go that way. And this way all the way across. Those eyebrows are a little high, but it's just my showing you more or less how I do my art, more or less. How I do my sketching to practice my faces before I put them on canvases, because I don't like to put them on canvas if I don't have the right size, you know, face. So this is a little close to here, so. And that eye is a little bit way round up here. It's all the way up there. It's not gonna go all the way up there. That's too high. It's gotta go almost like the same height as this one. So let's say something there. No matter what method I use, I always kind of mess it up. So I just keep going with what I have, and yeah. This one looks a lot smaller. I mean, let's move this one over just a little bit. I don't want it to be too much bigger than that one. Like that. And then you could do another. It's like the line above the eye area. And the eyeball. Eyeball. Yeah, I'm getting old, but geez, give me a break. And if you feel your eyebrows are maybe too close to the hairstyle, you could change the hairstyle. You could make it higher up. But I'm gonna leave it like that for now. So as I keep going, I just erase stuff. Not that much space on this one in the front here, so yeah, it's just taking up too much space there. See, this eye has a lot more space to make that little corner kind of eye corner thing going on there. Anyway, I'll do it in a little while, because now I'm really jacking it up. There. And that's too close. You take yourself back and look at things. Push yourself back from it and just look at things to make sure they look fine, or more or less the way they're supposed to look. And then you come down more or less where you want the nose to be. I just do this, and then more or less that's where I like the nose to be. Looks like a big old nostril. wait a minute. You gotta look at your nostrils and say to yourself, is this appropriate or is it not appropriate? Is it too big or is it too small? You know, that's why I just do a little bit of it. And then once I have all the face together, I know more or less how I really want things to look. You can start erasing the lines as you're going through with it. To get the lips right, you could either do this line going this way, this line going this way, and then do your lips. You could just do it like that for your lips. Over here, you could. Oh no, Maxie, you're throwing up. You see? You eat all the grass in the backyard, and then you come inside and throw it all up. And I gotta clean that mess. What a mess you made, little boy. He's running away from it. Maxie, you're disgusting. Oh, that's not right. This line is going this way. This line is going too down. That's where I have the hardest time, because even with these other lines that you draw around it, I still kind of mess it up. I could erase it all. And I got to make sure not to make the neck too long, because I have a tendency of doing that, making the neck way too long. So just going to erase these lines. It makes no sense to have them around if I'm not going to use them anymore. So yeah, and that's the way I do my face. Then in here you could just, you know, darken the areas you want dark. You know, where the window's coming from, it could be this area here. I kind of cover that area on the other side, so. You know, the window could be like the ones I usually make. The ones I usually make, they got a big base. Yeah, this one came out like a smooth face. I like to do wavy hair. Somebody was telling me, why you don't just do straight hair? I don't like straight hair, I like wavy hair. I'm a wavy girl, kind of girl. Wavy hair kind of girl is what I am. So, and the nose, I usually just get a bit up like that, and a little bit up that way. Yeah. That's how I do the nose, that's how I do the eyes, and that's what I do. Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw. I was going to erase something. Erase it a little bit more here, and a little bit more here. Now I'm going to put a little dark in the eyes here. A little darker in the eyes in here. Make it a little dark in the eyeball. In the eyeball, make it dark. Yeah. And then, what is that? I forgot his name for a minute there. See how my mind goes and comes back. If he only knew, he'd be like, Angela, I can't believe you forgot my name. I went to a few of his classes. He's really very good, so. I want to go in here and kind of put this a little bit more into perspective, the inside of the eye there. gonna do the eyelashes. I like to do the eyelashes, a lot of them, very little at a time. Don't do too many. I think those are cute eyelashes, little eyelashes. Upon selling them, yeah. So I could kind of match this one here. We just got junk mail.
Yeah, I saw that. Now I got my checks.
Thank God, no bills. What do you mean you got your check?
My, to write checks.
Oh,
There was no boxes there?
nope. I'm waiting for mail from Amazon and from Coco Dive. This has some little bit, it has a little bit, this has a little bit of the charcoal in it still. No, you don't want to take it away. It's a nice lighter color for the face. Which is one of the reasons I don't do epoxy resin like I used to. It was messing with my lungs really badly. Otherwise, I wish I could still do it. I still could do it. I just have to make sure that I always wear a mask. Because I really do love epoxy resin. And I do like to seal some of my paintings with the epoxy resin. If you ever want to buy a good epoxy resin, you could go to my friend, Stone Cold. Whether it's good or bad, I learn either way. So, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna erase this piece of hair that's really sticking really out in the bottom. I'm gonna go on just I don't see the hair showing up that much with that pencil, so I'll try with this pencil. And get the hair showing up again. Oh no, who got cut on TV? I love to watch my I usually go up down there in the bottom. I go down to the bottom and then I just go up. And hair coming in the facial area. Gotta redraw my eyelashes because they kind of went away. You want this here to look nice and dark again. I think I made this too close to the eyebrows there. I don't want it to look like it's part of the eyebrow. Yeah, probably a little bit more away from the eyebrows. Like that. Now, this is why this charcoal thing takes a very long time. And when people tell you it takes them an hour, you know, like 100 and something hours, like 150 hours, they're telling you the truth. Because most of the hard work, it's really hard work to get it to how they do it. Like the way Fabrice does it, he did. Mike Tyson, he did. I mean, he made Mike Tyson look so beautiful. It looked just like Mike Tyson. I couldn't believe it. When he showed me the picture, I was so shocked. And I was like, oh, I want to draw like that. Yeah, sure. I could try. I'll keep trying, that's all. That's all you could do is keep trying. I want to kind of get some of the color of the background, so go around the sides here. I'm going to go get a tissue, and I shall be back. Some areas are not coming out the way I want them to come out. The white in here kind of disappeared. It just blended in with the dark color. That's why I usually like to make my faces way, way bigger. Let me get a tissue. I'll be right back. Sketching to go along the side. Make it look like it's, you know, part of the whole painting. Why not? Some of that. Make your sketching look like it's more charcoal involved there at the edges, around the edges anyway. Now I think it looks way better, especially the outline, the outside of it. You guys see it? And now you could take the knee eraser again, and if you want to try to erase certain areas you don't like, you can go back and erase them, or you can make lines on your art where there's like white hair in certain areas. And if you feel there's too much charcoal in the area, you could just go in it and kind of tap it down. That's what I do, just to remove some of the dark areas, because it's just, to me, too dark. I could put a little dot over here, like a little white shadow there. A little white shadow there. With the nostril area. I'm still trying to focus on the top here because I don't like the way the forehead looks, so that bothers me. And don't be afraid to turn your paper to kind of face you so that you can do like all the angles that you like to do in your art. Don't be afraid to tackle it the way you want to tackle it. That's what I say. So I'm just working on all this extra hair, you know. My nose is getting very irritated right now. I'll do a little that in there, this in here. My friend taught me that, Fabrice. If you go to his channel, you'll see how he does his art. You can learn so much from him. He's a very good artist. Susie. Just want to make sure her name shows. Because she's a special girl, yeah. My Susie's a special girl. What else? I don't need the cinnamon. I need some of the white. Yeah, let's see if I can draw in some white. A little bit of white lines in there. This is when you know your charcoal is not not working as you thought it would, and it's not. So I'm gonna use my eraser instead. My knee eraser always works fine, perfectly fine. There you go. And then you could just